Greetings, royal family. Happy Friday. What the Friday? Hey, what the Friday? It's Friday. Friday. Welcome back to another episode of the WTF show. It's Friday, y'all. We made it through another work week for most people. It is July 24th, 2020. And every Friday, I usually come through late night video, just gather some topics that I want to discuss, bring them to your attention, and then give you the opportunity to comment on said topics. All right. As you are coming in, please don't forget to pay your entry fee and hit that darn like button. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you are dropping your respectful comments in the chat during the broadcast. If you're watching the replay, same rules apply. Okay. So you see the thumbnail. We're going to talk about Megan Thee Stallion and DRAYA Michelle. Who's DRAYA Michelle? Remember her from Basketball Wives LA? Well, she made headlines this week, and Meg had a response for her. Meg was not here for the jokes. Also, ASHANTI and KEYSHA Cole. Raven Simone might be a new addition to the reel. What do you guys think about that? And then I, concocted some other story, not concocted, but put together some other topics as well. So welcome, kick back, relax. Let's get into it. All right. So hopefully most of you guys have seen the Snoop Dogg versus DMX battle. They battled recently. I will say this. Now, first of all, I enjoyed the versus battle. I did. And I will also say this. I think out of all of the versus battles, Snoop Dogg and DMX's versus battle had the crispest audio. Like, had the best audio. The audio was on point. Is that Snoop Dogg's studio in his house? Because that thing right there is epic. I'm here for it. DMX had on his Timbs, okay, straight New York style. Snoop had on his Chucks with the blue laces, West Coast style. I loved it. I loved that they were both bouncing to each other's music. They played hype man to each other on each other's song. I love it. I love it. Snoop Dogg, one of the funniest moments for me is Snoop Dogg was saying that he was hungry. Snoop Dogg says, "Hey, yo, I'm about to get down on these chicken strips. X, you want some chicken strips?" DMX says, "Nah, I got Now-Laters. I'm good." Oh my gosh. I said, where the hood at? Okay? Come on, Now-Laters. Some of you may not believe it, but for most of us, Now-Laters were a sort of appetizer. I could not stop laughing when X said that. He was so serious. He was like, "Nah, I'm good. I got Now-Laters. I'm good." I said, oh my God. What flavor, X? Anyway, so during the versus battle, after the versus battle with Snoop and X, epic. It was good. I enjoyed myself. There are talks that Ashanti and KEYSHA Cole, I'm like, what? They're supposed to be the next versus battle, and I spotted what appeared to be KEYSHA Cole calling out Ashanti in the chat. Y'all see that? I said, wait a minute, Mr. Postman, because she kept saying Ashanti was good. So I'm like, oh Lord, Frankie daughter got beef with KEYSHA Cole. What's going on? Then I realized, like, oh, okay, I guess they were throwing little hints that they're going to be battling one another on the next verses. Yeah, I don't know. I can't wait to miss this. I'm going to be honest with you. I am not a fan vocally of either of these two women, and that's no disrespect and that's no shade. But people are going to take it however they want to take it. Tell me what you guys think about a versus battle between KEYSHA Cole and Ashanti. I guess, people will watch, but again, like I said, I can't wait to miss this. Because vocally, neither one of these two do anything for me. Y'all should know by now, I like vocalists with the stank on it. Like, they make you take your shoes off, want to fling your shoes at them. that's a compliment in the black community. If someone wants to take the shoes off and throw it at you because you're singing so good. Yeah, so neither of these two do it for me, but like I said, if it happens, congratulations to the both of them. You know, I'm pretty sure they'll get tons and tons of views. Yeah. So let me know what you think in the comments. Moving along, Taraji P. Henson. So there is going to be a spinoff from the TV show Power. So she signed a deal, Taraji P. Henson that is. She signed a deal with 20th Century Fox TV for an Empire spinoff. So she also has a TPH Entertainment. I'm assuming that's her production company. And her production company or her entertainment company will also be joining in on this deal. Smart girl. So it seems like even before the pandemic hit, this was something that was in the works, because Empire ended abruptly, of course, because of the pandemic and all the scandals surrounding Juicy Smouye and all types of stuff. So it ended abruptly. So, you know, Taraji P. Henson and Lee Daniels, I guess they kind of like rubbed heads together and figured out, why not give Cookie a spinoff? I'm here for this. I think that this is a good idea. This is going to keep Taraji P. Henson acting, which is good. She has a couple of other businesses as well that she's running, and TPH, Taraji P. Henson Entertainment. So this is a good look. Taraji P. Henson says that she believes that normalizing stories around stigmatizing matters will make them more palatable for audiences to embrace. So she has a 2-year deal, it seems, with Fox. Yeah. What do you guys think about this? A Cookie spinoff? Now, here's what I thought at first. I thought, okay, Taraji is going to get tight. You know, she's going to get stuck, pigeonholed into this Cookie character. She's going to be typecasted. She's not going to be able to move and shake and do other things. But I said to myself, it's probably too soon to tell, because we don't know what the premise of the show is going to be. We don't know how Lee Daniels or even Taraji P. Henson and any other executive producers or writers, we don't know what direction they're going to take Cookie. So I think I will give this a chance, because I did enjoy Taraji on Empire. To be honest, Terrence Howard and Taraji were the only two reasons that I watched the show. And Andre was fine. Anyway, and yes, the plot got kind of corny. The writing seemed a little bit lazy, but after a while, I supported the show because of Taraji and Terrence Howard. I mean, I like them and I like Taraji. So I think she's going to do well. And I'm hoping that there will be some complexities to her character, different dimensions to her character, you know. I think she's in good hands. I think she'll be good. She also went on to say, art can change perception, and I plan to develop projects that can help further the conversation. I also aim to help cultivate and establish new young talent and their stories, because they are our future and deserve a voice and a platform to be heard. I'm so excited to have 20th Century Fox, led by the talented Carolyn Cassidy, support me in this new endeavor. Good for you. So, what do you guys think about this? Are you here for a cookie show on Fox? And she's going to I'm pretty sure she'll have some creative control. I mean, she's built, I don't hear her talk about bad relationships in the industry per se. I'm rooting for Taraji. That's why I'm talking about this for so long. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I will be supporting TPH, Taraji P, in her future endeavors on with Fox. So keeping my fingers crossed, and I can't wait to see this project. All right, let's move this along. So this is Adrienne Bailon and her husband. I forgot his first name, something or other Houghton. Anyway, so people have been asking Adrienne, why aren't you speaking up about what's going on with your former co-host Tamar Braxton? So she did an Instagram live session with her husband. Israel is his first name, Israel Houghton. And she basically told fans that she is walking the walk instead of talking the talk. So she says, I know that there was a lot of questions coming on here, specifically about Tamar Braxton. Everything isn't for Instagram. Everything isn't for social media. I absolutely want to encourage people to pray for her, but in real life, that's what I'm doing. She goes on to say, so I think when it comes to posting things on social media, if you want to bring awareness to something that you feel is not being seen 100%, but at the same time, that's a really delicate situation. And I absolutely think we all should be praying for her, but not for praying for her on social media posts. Like, pray for her in real life. So that to me is important. Reaching out to somebody in real life is important. And at that point, her husband did say, which you did, like just saying that, she did attempt to reach out to say Tamar, or she reached out to Tamar. Whether she was successful in her attempts, he didn't say. Then she continues, and I just think everything shouldn't be about, quote, because I want to make you feel comfortable with what I've done. Does that make sense? Yes, Adrian, that makes total sense. So in a nutshell, instead of her, Adrian that is, posting things on social media and using her social media to highlight what's going on with Tamar, she is actually in private praying for Tamar. And she says that she does not have to post things on social media to make the public feel comfortable. And I agree with that, because a lot of times, a lot of these public figures, they get heavily scrutinized because it's like, well, why aren't you saying this? Or why aren't you speaking up about that? And when it comes to somebody's life and well-being, in this case, Tamar, I don't think that Adrian should have to get on her social media and post what the public wants her to post. You see, and it's so funny. Well, it's not funny, but it's so interesting to me that people will accept that. Like, Adrian can be posting pray for Tamar, and not be doing a darn thing. And she took the opportunity to basically kind of address that. Just because I'm not posting anything on social media doesn't mean that I'm not going in private and worshiping and praying for Tamar in private and talking to God in private. But it's like, if she would post a whole bunch of memes, oh, pray for Tamar, you guys would be, the public, some people would be satisfied with that, not even knowing if she's really praying for her. So Adrian basically says that she is walking the walk and not just talking the talk. And I respect that 100%. She does not have to appease or move when the public says move to make her feel better, like to make other people feel better. I'm all tongue-tied. It's this coffee. I'm talking mad fast. Are you guys liking the video? So I'm not going to play the audio, but it is online. So I did just read word for word what she said, and she was sitting there with her husband at home, and I could dig it. She said it very politely. To me, it's plain as black and white. But yeah, she doesn't have to post on social media to appease the masses. Like, she's really praying for her. Good for you, girl. Good for you. All right, let's move it along to, speaking of the real, let's move it along to Raven-Symoné. Okay. I thought that this was so funny because you guys know that Raven-Symoné was on The View, and that was kind of like, eek. So now that there's a shakeup at the Real daytime, right? The talk show, daytime talk show. People are wondering, is Raven going to be joining The Real? And she said that she's down to join The Real. I mean, that's not a priority, because she was asked. She's like, well, what's going on at The Real? Who left now? Raven girl, we know you know who left. And she hasn't been on TV for quite some time. She was on The View from 2015 to 2016. And again, she told Entertainment Tonight that she would be down to co-host The Real. So she says there's always conversations to be had, but I'm going to stay true to what I've been setting goals towards during the pandemic, and that's to focus on my skills as a director and an executive producer and a creator, and really take what I've learned in the industry and pass it along to people that are beginning. But I'll never say no to a cool job. I don't mind helping out where they need me to. Ooh, Raven, you know you a boss, huh? If they need me, I'll come. She goes on to say, as long as we're pandemic safe, I'm down for the cause. What are your thoughts on this? Hmm? Raven on the real? That would make for some interesting memes, but I say no. I don't think that she should be on the real. I think that if she is going to utilize her creativity, do it into creating something new, something that we haven't seen before. We've seen Raven on the real, on the View. Even though the real and the View are two totally different shows. The setup, the structure is sort of the same, but it's two totally different shows. And I think it's meant to, each show is meant to appease to different demographics, or a different audience, I should say. Not demographics, but a different audience. Anyway, I think Raven would be fun to come on every once in a while. But I'm going to tell you right now, they would have to pay Raven more than what they paid Tamara. Because prior to Tamara leaving, and she recently gave statements saying that, the reason why she left wasn't because of a pay cut. Girl, we understand politics, and she's not going to say that it was, because she does not want to. She doesn't want to have a bad relationship with any new, TV executives. Of course, so she's going to be like, no, I think it was just time to move on. But they cut her her salary by 75%. I think that one of those ladies, Lonnie, had an issue with the fact that Tamara was the highest paid panelist on the show. So if they were paying Tamara Mowry $3 million, how much you think they're going to have to pay Raven? They're probably going to have to pay baby girl between five to 10 minimum. Well, maybe not 10, that's extra, but I'm just saying a minimum of 5 million. If they were paying, no shade, if they were paying Tamara $3 million, these both are child stars. They've been in the game since they were little, so they understand the rules of the game. So yeah, honey, you couldn't afford Tamara. They slashed her, like I said, they slashed her salary by 75%. And I like what Raven had to say. I'm down if they need me to help or whatever, but I don't think the real per se is calling for her. I think this was just a question that one of the interviewers brought up, but y'all couldn't afford Tamara, or you chose not to keep Tamara at the same pay rate. Y'all can't afford Raven. Y'all can't afford it. This girl still got Cosby money that she ain't touched yet. Okay? Heathcliff, Huxtable money, she said. And Raven is how old? In her 30s? Late 30s, early 40s or something like that? Tell me what you think, though. The real can't afford Raven, in my opinion. Moving along. All right, here we go. Yo. What is going on in this world? Like, this is just like never ending. So Megan Thee Stallion recently, she went off on DRAYA, okay? DRAYA decided to make some ridiculous, careless comments. Even though that's how she feels, that's fine. But they were reckless, bad timing. So she's just not here for DRAYA Michelle. So remember, DRAYA Michelle was on Basketball Wives LA. So, gosh, so she was on a podcast of sorts. You guys already know the story about Megan Thee Stallion's and the shooting that took place. And what happened. We still don't know who did it. There's allegations, yes, but again, this is the ghetto version of Clue. I've said this before. We don't know who did what, where, and with what. Anyway, so DRAYA, this is not funny, but this is so ridiculous. So DRAYA decides to compare Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion's alleged relationship with Bobby and Whitney. She says that they have a Bobby and Whitney type of thing going on. What the hell does that mean, DRAYA? She said, I predict they had some sort of Bobby and Whitney love that drove them down this type of road. She said, I'm here for it. She says, I like that. This is DRAYA. I want you to like me so much that you bang, pow, pow, me in the foot too. And then the people on the podcast, I don't even know the name of the gentleman that hosted the podcast. One guy was like, wait, what? What are you talking about? She caught heat. First of all, ma'am, don't bring up Whitney's name at all. Okay? Don't. That's what offended me. No offense, Meg, but that's what I said. Excuse me? You probably couldn't even name 5 of Whitney Houston's songs. So Megan Thee Stallion's fans didn't appreciate her joke. They didn't like it. Drea Michelle, she says, she went on to Twitter and she said, I truly don't glorify domestic violence. I was trying to just say, love me deeply. And she also told her followers, but while trying to be funny, I offended many, including Meg, and I'm sorry. Well, Megan Thee Stallion, not buying it. Now, in her post, in Megan's post, she didn't tag Drea, but it's pretty obvious that she was talking about Drea. So here's her woo, here's her tweets. You see it. She said, dumb B, that ish ain't funny. No, excuse me, dumb B, that ish ain't effing funny. Who the F jokes about getting blow blow by a ninja? So Megan is basically saying that she was blow blow by a ninja. Who's the ninja, Megan? We still trying to solve this crime. Most people already assume that it's Tory Lanez, but I can't do assumptions. Anyway, and then there is another tweet. Megan says, and F all the whole A ninjas, making jokes about it too with the middle finger up emoji. I'll talk about ish when I get ready. Well, there you have it. But she did say that she was traumatized over the incident. Rightfully so. Of course she was traumatized. You know? There have been no arrests in the shooting. And I'm just trying to gosh, I don't mean to be insensitive, but it's like, I'm trying to choose my words wisely. Whoever, it's like, okay, remember now, the people who witnessed whatever took place are not cooperating with the police, right? So how is justice supposed to be, given to any victim in this situation, whoever it is? Yes, Meg has the right to speak out when she wants to speak out. I respect it. She doesn't have to do anything. I understand that she's traumatized. She should be. I really feel bad for her. And I don't like any of the memes or things going around making fun of her. I don't. I don't really see anyone saying have sympathy for her, other than her fans, of course. But I don't like the fact that this is trivialized, right? And I guess she got tired of people speaking about this situation. I just want her to not say anything to anyone on social media. And here's why I'm saying that. This is just an opinion. I get it. Hood street justice, like, no snitching, don't talk to them boys. I get all of that. But if there's an investigation going on and you are refusing to speak to the authorities, it's your choice. I'm not judging her because of that. Don't get on social media and go at anybody who's making fun of the situation. Like, what is that gonna do? I understand that you mad, but it's just people could do whatever the hell they want to do these days, right? It's just is what it is. I can't say what I really want to say, but you guys can, as long as you're not using any profanity. What do you think about this? I think that Drea, child, no offense, man, but Drea don't hold no weight as it pertains to Megan in the music industry and stuff like that. Like, I think what 50 Cent posted, the meme that 50 Cent posted, was way worse than what Drea said. If anything, we should be praying for Drea too. Because if that's the kind of love that you want, the type of relationship that Drea wants, there's a problem there. Well, at least she apologized. I don't know how to feel about all this, man. Meg, stop clapping back at people on the internet. Like, don't say nothing. Isn't this an open investigation still? She said she got blah blah by a ninja. So is she basically saying that a dude did this to her? If so, who? Again, everybody has their theories. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm not laughing at the situation. It's just like, yo, I don't like the game Clue. I don't like these murder mystery games and these, I just don't do it. I just feel that Meg should be worried about her safety. The people who are truly for her, love her, and care about her, they should be protecting her. She should be protecting herself. Stay off of social media, man. Because if this is the case, you're going to be clapping back at everybody. Andrea, just shut up. People say stupid things all the time, and you got to suffer the consequences. It is what it is. But Meg, I don't want you clapping back at people on the internet because it's going to get out of hand, man. You already got enough bad press coming your way. Like, she has every right to defend herself. Don't get my words misconstrued. You have every right to defend yourself. However, going back and forth with people on the internet, it goes nowhere. And DRAYA is not going to say anything else. She already apologized, as she should. Just watch your mouth, DRAYA. That was insensitive. That was very insensitive. And her sense of humor is whatever it is. I'm already talking about this too much. All right, Royal Family. So that concludes this episode of the WTF Show. Trust me, I will be back. I had some other topics that I did not want to put in this video, but make sure your notifications are on if you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, consider doing so. Every Friday I do this. I like the late night videos. Like I said, I just compile some topics and put them together, give my opinion, and I like to see you guys in the live broadcasts and in the comments, and I like interacting with you guys. Can we just please flood Meg's Twitter and tell her just don't respond, man. Don't. I already see where this is going. Don't respond. Don't respond. Royal Family, I really love you for watching. Those of you who joined the live broadcast, thank you. Thank you. Those of you who are watching the replay, thanks for listening to me ramble on and on about these topics. Tell me what you think. Do you think that Raven-Symoné would be a great addition occasionally, not as a permanent co-host, but occasionally to The Real? I don't think it could. I don't think it could hurt if she's an occasional. That's probably all they can afford anyway, to keep it real. What do you think about the possibility of Ashanti and Keisha Cole doing a versus battle? Will you watch? Who do you think will win? Who do you think won, quote unquote, between DMX and Snoop Dogg? I don't think it was a matter of winner or loser. I just think that it was just a good time. Like, I enjoyed DMX thoroughly because the songs from his first album brought me back, oh my gosh, to my high school days. Anyway, and then DRAYA and Meg Thee Stallion. What do you think? Do you think that DRAYA's joke was out of line, out of order? What do you think about Megan's response? Do you think it was out of order? Do you think that Megan should even respond to anyone else making, quote, jokes or so-called joking about this? Stay off of social media, Meg. Stay off social media. I'm telling you, it's not going to work in your favor, regardless if we feel that she's right or not. There's strategies to this ish. Stay off social media. All right, Royal Family, I am signing off, but I will be back soon. I love you for listening, and I greatly appreciate the continued and growing support. Welcome to all of the new Royal Family members. If you're a new Royal Family member, drop down in the comments and say hello. If you are a A1 Day 1 Royal Family member, drop down in the comments. Show off your OG status. I'm signing off for now. Thanks for listening. Until next time, folks. Peace.